at 8 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and get this call started. Is everybody excited? I need y'all to come off me and make some noise. Let's make sure we can hear y'all. Because this thing, training is in
Happy
to be here. Be alive right now. If you just say thank you, that's for waking up this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a blessing we cannot be. Because now we get a chance to fight for it. You get a chance to fight for it. And this is the thing. You're not fighting by yourself. We all fighting together. And we got a superstar, rock star leader that's leading the pack. I mean, this gentleman has topped records in this company, but done it in a systematic way that other people are able to come and work with him. Done it in a way that he can break it down and put it together in a way that it can be received. I have so much respect for him, not only for what he does in this business, but for what I know he goes through in life, and he keeps moving forward. We all go through trials and tribulations, but what he goes through in life and continues to show up every single day, loves having fun, but more importantly, he's serious about making money. That's what we're here to do. We're in this call to make money. So y'all do me a favor, give it up for one of the top producers, executives in the company that's going to help us out with this call tonight. Let's get up for the Dr. Sean T. Hill.
Dr. Hill.
How's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, guys. Well, I'm not gonna let him get away with that and just run on off and think he's gonna leave me on on this thing with y'all ready and excited. And I don't tell you guys how amazing Chuck Harden is. He is the blueprint on how to run your business, no matter what. I mean, he's shown us through thick and thin, trials and tribulations, ups and downs of the business, ups and downs in personal life, ups and downs, and just here's the thing I get most excited about. He has the ability to go from disappointment to disappointment without a loss of enthusiasm.
Yes, he does.
And I just get to watch and marvel at this thing. Like, I can't believe you even want to talk to people, let alone train them, let alone deliver information and bring on a new set. But he just continues to lead the charge. And so, guys, do me a favor. If you're going to give it up for anybody, let's give that right back to our regional director, Mr. Chuck Hollywood Harden. And guys, I want to welcome everybody that's brand new to the team, brand new to hearing me train, brand new to learning what it is to be in network marketing, and I want to welcome or re-welcome those of you that are sick and tired of being sick and tired and you want to renew your brand new. I 100% challenge you to do that. I do it every day. I renew every day because guess what? You own it. And when's the last time anybody really went into the books and checked for your start date? Which means whether you got started today, a week ago, a month ago, or 3 years ago, your new start date can be today. So guys, we have an exercise that we do on our team. For those of you that are willing to renew, it's a hand exercise. And we just declare that this is our start date today. Today. I'm going to ask you when did you get started? And you guys already know what to do. Are you ready? If you're ready, say I'm ready.
Ready.
Excellent. When did you get started?
Today.
With you guys. And we have a simple scoreboard. We have a check sheet that we use called the Roadmap to Making Wealth Real. We just understand that if our jobs are giving us checklists, because you guys understand that there's billion-dollar corporations that are being run by the same people you entrust your car keys with, yes? But the reason why they entrust these, there's branches of military that allow people to fly things and drive things, and we won't even give them the keys to the Mazda, and they're driving multi-trillion-dollar equipment. But when you look in this equipment, there's checklists, and there's checklists for the checklist, yes?
Yes.
And so, guys, we figured out how to dumb this thing all the way down. Everybody knows the KISS principle, right?
Yep.
What does KISS stand for?
Keep it simple, selling.
Some of y'all mean. Yeah, keep it stupid simple. We don't want to go around calling people stupid on our day off, right? So this roadmap, every time I'm ready to reset and relaunch my business, I just print out the roadmap and I start brand new. And I do that for a bunch of reasons. Here's the number one reason though. How many of you guys want to sponsor somebody today?
Yes.
I do.
I do.
How many of you guys want to put that person in a position to sponsor someone today?
I do.
I do.
And so the key to leadership is this, and don't think you have to wait for somebody else's title or amount of money to be a leader. Soon as you learn something, you're in a position to immediately lead because the person that just got started don't even know what you learned an hour ago.
Right.
Is this making sense?
Yep.
And so we have a turnkey system, and what that means is as soon as you get the keys, you should be turning over the keys.
Say it again. Like it. I don't think they
We have a turnkey system. What that means is as soon as you get the keys, you should be turning over the keys. You should be immediately prepared to teach whoever comes next. Is this making sense?
Yep.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
what I immediately do is teach people to break out this roadmap and walk them through it just like this. Do you know your website username?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should put that here.
Write
Why?
it down.
I don't know it, and don't ask me for it because you made it up. Do you know your business center password? If I were you, I would write that here because I don't want to know your password. I don't have a reason to go into your business center. I have my own. Is this making sense so far?
Right.
Now, here's the most important equation I've ever learned. Now, I've taught high school math for years. I got a master's in math education, and I don't need any of those equations for anything. Here's the equation that did it for me. Somebody told me E over E plus E plus E minus E minus E minus E equals E. Mathematically, it doesn't make any sense at all. But financially, it's amazing. This is what they told me. Exposure with edification. Everybody say, I expose.
Okay.
Pause right there, guys. All we do in this business is expose. It is not our responsibility to teach, to convince, to present. We just want you, when you get started, to expose. The person that exposes the most people to this business wins. If this were a competition, the only rule of engagement is engage. The only way you can make money and create new business income is to expose people to what we do. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Raise your hand if you've ever exposed anybody to anything ever in your life.
Yeah.
This requires the same exact skill. So if this is your first day, be careful not to make up anything else in your head that this is supposed to be. This is, would you like to go to the movies? Yes or no?
Yes.
Anything else that you say besides yes is not yes. You
Right.
can't go to the movies then.
All gonna be over there.
I mean, is this making sense, Connie? I'm already going to the movies. I'm inviting you to the movies.
Yeah.
Would you like to go to the movies?
Yep.
Now, I might give you one or two questions. What are we going to
Let's
see?
see.
What day and time is the movie? But once you start getting into who else is going,
Who all gonna be over
Who
there?
all over there?
you know who's going to be there. I tell you exactly who's going to be there. Not you, because you
Not
going to the movies. And I keep this
Answer the
business
question.
as simple as, hey, so people doing some great stuff. Would you like to see it? If there a way that you can improve your cash flow, would that interest you?
Mm-hmm.
And when I ask that question, you're either going to say yes or not yes. So those of y'all that were looking for a script, there it was. Did you catch it?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it together.
Would you like to improve?
If there are a way that you can improve your cash flow,
If
there's a way
you can improve your cash flow.
Cash flow.
would that interest you?
Would
that interest you?
If they say yes, great. We'll teach you how to move to the next step. But if they say anything else, that's what?
No.
Not yet.
Yes.
How's your mama doing?
Not yes. How's your mama doing?
How's your mama doing?
How's your mom and sister now?
What you want to immediately do is ask them how they mama or their kids are doing.
Consistently.
They ain't saying nothing yet. How's your mama doing? She good? How the kids?
Mm-hmm.
And you move on. Guys, this is not sales. You get no extra money for convincing somebody. Put this in your notes. People convinced against their will are of the same opinion still.
Say that again.
People convinced against their will are of the same opinion still. You think you convinced them, but they're gonna go right back to what they wanted to do in the first place. Is this making sense?
Yep.
You ever heard that saying, you can lead a horse through water, but you can't make
Can't
him
make them
drink?
drink. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just looking for thirsty horses. So you find thirsty horses, you don't have to lead them or make them. They will knock you over to get to the water.
That's what you
Say
want.
that quote one more time.
Convinced against their will.
Are of the same.
Are of the same opinion still.
And it rhymes too. People convinced against their will are of the same opinion still. They still feel that way. You don't want anybody to just go along with this. You want them to want this. If they don't want to fix their finances, let me give you a secret. They don't care about you either. Now, here's the thing.
Harsh but true. Harsh but true. Harsh but true.
I like brutal.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
just saying, if you don't care about your finances, I know you don't care about mine.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna be about going to get mine. How about that? And you stay here not caring about yours. Because all I wanted to know was if you could improve your cash flow, would that interest you?
Right.
Because when I bring you to Mr. Harden, all he's gonna talk about is improving your cash flow.
That's right.
When I take you to other Mr. Harden, all he's gonna talk about is improving your cash flow.
Both Mr. Hardens.
When I take you to Mr. B, improving your cash flow. I take you to Miss Tyson, improving your cash flow. I take you to Miss Johnson, improving your cash flow. All we talk about around here is improving your cash flow.
That's right.
It's like taking a friend to a basketball game who doesn't like basketball.
I'm playing the whole time.
How about I just wait and you come to the football game? So we can still be friends. But what you're not going to do is mess up the basketball game. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking to y'all that's been in the business forever. I'm talking to new people, but if you renew, you just caught it, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Now, don't catch it and then drop it before you get off.
Mhm.
This is the same thing you need to take into when we're not on Zoom. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we record them, because we're not going to come to your house, but you can play it whenever you want. So here's what's exciting. Once you expose and edify, all edification is an honest building up of someone else. Write these words down. You can repeat them after me while you write them. You ready?
Yep.
Facts,
Facts.
fun,
Fun.
successful,
Successful.
helping.
Helping.
That's all you need to edify anyone. Let me introduce you guys to Miss Patricia Marshall. She knows all the facts about this business. She's having a lot of fun doing it. She's positioned to have a lot of success in this business. And the thing I love the most about her is she's helping me and a lot of people get where she is. Does that sound like someone you want to meet?
Yep.
Yes.
Of course you do. Because I just identified and matched you up with something you care about.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of you only care if they know what they're talking about. So I told you she knows the facts. Some of you don't care what she talking about as long as it ain't going to be boring after work. I told you she's funny.
Right.
Some of you want to know if she's making some money. Well, she's positioned to have a lot of success. And some of y'all don't care about money at all as long as we're helping people. And I told you she's helping me and lots of other people. How many of you guys understand edification now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep it that simple and this business runs faster. How many of you guys feel like you can turn right around and teach somebody else how to edify?
Yep.
Yes.
Because what are the words you're going to teach them?
Facts.
Fun. Successful. And helping.
Helping.
You guys are killing it. You're already leading. Already leading. And so once you expose and edify, the leadership team will educate for you. We will tell them about the business. We'll tell them about the 3 streams. We'll tell them about everything you need them to tell. And then they're going to go ahead and purchase that membership. And our financial experts are going to execute those strategies. Killing these E's. I'm killing them.
Killing it. Doc.
This is making sense so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounds so
does.
good. We can't even mess it up, can we?
Nope.
Oh,
We can't.
Unless
Unless.
you don't do anything.
we refuse to subtract the excuses. Guys, put this in your notes. We can make excuses or we can make money, but we can't do both at the same time.
Mhm.
We can make excuses or we can make money, but we can't do both at the same time. And just understand, your perfect reason is somebody else's excuse. Meaning, sometimes anybody ever, I mean, I know you guys never do this, but I get caught up in them every now and again. Anybody ever find yourself in the midst of a pity party by mistake?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, you done got all this personal growth training, you done read all these books, and you still find yourself in the middle of and you the one throwing a party.
Yes, Lord. Help, help,
Am I
help.
mad at a pity party? Am I? I absolutely am. Here's what you ask yourself in the midst of your pity party. You ready for this?
Yes.
Has anybody experienced the same thing and won anyway?
Mm.
They told me to train. They told me to train y'all. I just thought I'd share. Has anyone ever experienced this exact same thing I'm going through and won anyway? Because guys, the difference between you watch any movie you like, the difference between the hero and the coward is the hero felt the same fear. They just did it anyway.
Mhm. Feel the fear and do it anyway.
The hero felt the same pain. They just did it anyway. The hero had the exact same adversity. They kept going forward. Les Brown said, if you fall on your face. If I fall on my face, I'm 6 foot 3 inches closer to my goal.
Come on, drop
it.
drop that mic.
Love it.
Does this make sense?
Yes.
Am I making sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, this is what you have to grow through to get there, and excuses can't get us there. Here's another thing that stops it. Explanations. Guys, it is not your role to explain it to.
Stop
the
explaining,
person.
Ricky.
The same person you exposed it to is not the person you explain it to. If you want this to go faster. See, the reason why you expose and you edify is so somebody else can do everything. Here's where we mess up. We expose, we edify, we pass them to the expert. Well, you know our friends, I'm gonna tell you a secret about your friends. Some of our friends are looking for a reason not to do it.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
they need an instrument or a tool, if you will. Put this in your notes. Don't be the tool.
Don't be the
Don't be the tool.
Because they'll come right back to you behind your expert's back and say, I know Mr. Harden said such and such, but do you really have to? And some people make the mistake of babysitting. Babysitters don't make $1,000 a day.
No, they don't.
Not saying it doesn't pay. I'm just saying it doesn't pay $500 a day.
No.
I'm just saying it doesn't pay $150 a day.
No.
Well, now some daycares, because some of y'all was like, shh.
It's like college. Yeah, it's like college tuition. It's like college.
You ever
I'm a
pay that
daycare provider.
bill? And anybody ever pay that daycare bill and then start considering whether or not you want to do that as a profession?
Yes.
So here's the thing, guys. Take out the explanations. But while here's what causes the explanations: emotions. More importantly, negative emotions. Guys, matter of fact, if I'm being more specific, ladies, the reason why 80% of network marketing is women is because your positive emotions are extremely attractive.
Yeah, buddy.
Y'all want to hear something kind of hard though?
Yeah, here we go.
We
The
ready.
reason why 80% of the top is men,
It's because of our
negative reactions are not attractive.
Mhm.
And it only takes one negative reaction to knock out a whole positive team.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang, I gotta think on that.
If there's anything that you want to,
Yeah.
if there's anything you want to study, it is that beautiful person in your mirror. You got to see how you react to stuff. You got to see your face when you ask it for stuff. Hey, here's the first training I give you.
The face tell it all. The face tell it all.
Hey, this the first training I give everybody, men included, especially men, by the way. Raise your eyebrows. You ever ask somebody how they doing and they're like, I'm blessed, brother. I'm like, are you sure? I'm really thinking you might want to tell your face that you blessed because I can see it. When you
I don't see.
You're right, Dr. Hill.
Raise your eyebrows. It's more inviting to a conversation. You never know how many people get, and then some of you ladies get your eyebrows out, they get them arched in a frown.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
So I'm gonna need y'all to erase your eyebrows and just Mr. Hard, you should have told him I was foolish. That's not my fault. All right, so here's the thing. When you take the excuses, the explanations, and the negative emotions out, you get to see business grow faster. Guys, nobody getting off work to have to put up with your excuses on nights and weekends. Nobody wants to be the effect of your negative emotions.
Nope.
What we're building is a volunteer army, and we're inviting people to come and participate in their own rescue. And if that equation simple, if all we lock in on is exposing and edifying, how many of you guys understand those things are positive?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now you got it all. You set the scene where leadership can educate. How many of you guys understand that's a positive?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Then
positive.
they get the membership. You guys ever call the people behind the membership, the vendors? Those guys are amazing. How many of you guys understand that's another positive?
Yes.
So if we keep the business that your business is positive. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Just beware of the negatives and you'll be, and that'll equal enrollments. And guys, enrollments is a process. It's not a single event. Enrollment, when a person signs up, that's them signing up. Enrollment is bringing them to the training, getting them to come to the game changers, getting them. And here's the thing. It's not you go do it. It's what? Let's go
do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go do
If
it.
we're not doing it together, don't sign me up. Is this making sense?
Right.
And so here's a couple of questions that we ask you to ask yourself up front, and then I'm going to fly through the rest of this because I really want us to break out, because some of you guys that are brand spanking new, and those of you that have never gotten an opportunity to train before, and those of y'all that are new all of a sudden, and you want to act like I never trained you before, we about to do some stuff. But in that advanced training room that's about to be set up, Richard Harden going to blow some people's minds too. So for those of y'all that have been in the business longer than 60 days, you will have the option in a few minutes to go into the other room. You can stay or you can go, but I'm gonna be talking to new people in this room. They're about to learn how to hit 3-star in 3 weeks, stuff like that. But y'all need that. Y'all need to, what y'all need to learn is how to handle objections. Now you know all the options. See how easy that is? But here's what you want to answer before you go into any room. To make your business worthwhile, how much you need to make a month?
6 grand.
Guys, I don't even work with people that don't set goals anymore.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, guys, don't limit yourself in your goal setting. Because the problem is, it's not too many people. It's not the fact that people aim too high and they miss. Most people aim too low and they hit.
That's right.
And when you aim at nothing, you hit it every single time.
Every time.
And so why would I want to go to work with somebody that doesn't even have a goal? I already know what they're going to hit. Nothing.
Nothing.
Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
You know how I stay away from, Sharice? Yeah, you know those people that say, well, I don't want to say what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it. I'm not. It's just not. I'm like, that's what, but whenever you start saying what you're gonna do, that's when I can buy in.
Mhm.
Right.
Till then, you keep your little secretive goals over there to yourself. And I have yet to see somebody really hit them like that. You got to tell somebody something. And here's the other thing you want to answer. I am building this business because, guys, you got to know your why.
Mhm.
WHY, what has you up late at night trying to figure out how to get it? What hurt you because you had an opportunity to do it and you haven't done it yet?
Mm.
What haunts you because that opportunity is gone? You know those, you ever talk to somebody that missed out on Google or they thought Yahoo was a chocolate drink
Yeah.
and they were in a position to do so much? Guys, this is going to be that next one. People are going to be like, yeah, I saw that MWR thing. I didn't think that thing worked.
Right.
But they're going to be visiting the island that you own.
Oh, yeah.
Say that. Better say
Yeah.
that.
All because you set worthy goals and you back them up with an emotional why. Guys, men, let the why be emotional. If the why doesn't at least start a cry, it's not big enough.
Mm.
Mm.
If it don't get you to tear up a little bit, you might want to go bigger. Is this making sense?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Other thing, if you can get your why at your job, it's not big enough.
That part.
Because when the right person tell you no, you just gonna add overtime at your job and start telling them how busy you are all of a sudden. Leaders, put this in your notes. If you don't train them, they won't know when they see it.
Mm.
Purpose of training is to tell them what they're gonna do. If they never do it, it's probably because you told them they were gonna do it. It's a guide. When you sponsor somebody, you're a leader, you're a guide.
Yep.
No different than having a child. You want to make, if you went, hey, in my neighborhood, we know exactly what blocks not to tell you not to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you went down those blocks anyway, you quickly found out what we were telling you. The hard way.
That's
But
right.
if we told you, is this making sense?
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
our best to tell you. And so here's the thing, guys. Everything else is just tracking. Everything else is just a checklist. We're gonna help you get the 5 QFDs. Well, you know, when you get the 3 and you have an outside customer, you're at $150 a month. We're gonna help you get the 5. Somebody asked why.
Why?
Why?
Put this in your notes, because some don't stay.
Don't stay.
I don't use the Q word no more. It attracts other Qs.
The wrong one.
I ain't talking about omegas.
The wrong cues.
Right. Not talking about omegas. But some don't stay. And when they leave, all you need to say is, I guess that's one of those that don't stay.
That's right.
Don't get emotionally attached in that. They didn't give up on you. They gave up on their opportunity. Your opportunity still exists until you don't stay. Does this make sense?
Yes, sir.
But as long as there's air, there's opportunity. And if you can look up, you can get up. So when people leave, don't leave with them.
Nope.
People ask me all the time, William, they're like, man, you still at that? You stay at it. When people leave, I don't leave with them.
Nope.
Exactly.
Amen.
I guess that's what people do. They leave.
Yeah.
And so everything else, guys, is a checklist. I'm not going to walk you through the checklist because you can read. Now I'm going to walk some of you through the checklist because you're new. But here's where we're going to take a quick pivot. I'm going to show those of you that are going to, first I'm going to open the breakout room. It's called Advanced Training. You can go select it yourself if you've been in the business longer than 60 days. And I want to add this caveat. If I've never trained you on how to get your business launched, you should probably stay. Huh?
If you've not been launched, stay in here.
Yeah, if you've not been launched.
Sean, he'll do this. Stay in here.
Yeah, if I've never launched you, you should probably stay. Because you probably heard of a nice, friendly version of launch. And I'm going to give you a nice, friendly version as well. But I got a little edge. You might need that if you haven't already launched after your previous launch. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Because there's this launch where we gently, let you out of, and then it's what I do. I'm just ushering some of y'all into the other room. I don't play.
Yeah.
But I take your business that seriously. I'm going to show you how to properly launch. Before you guys go, though, I want to show you something that you definitely all need to know before you go into the other room. Some of y'all are already going, which is absolutely cool because he's gonna do it anyway. But this is what I want to show you. I have a training that I do called the 10 Commitments of a Successful Networker. And I don't know why it's showing all of those, but everybody screenshot this one screen. Everybody screenshot this one screen. This is $1 million work week. This 7-hour work week is something that corporate has had me train. It was 5 hours, but I found 2 hours that most people need. Mr. Harden is going to elaborate on those hours in the advanced training room. But guys, understand, you're in the training hour right now. Give it up for yourselves.
Yeah.
All right, let me take a look at y'all. I'm gonna need some of y'all to like yourself a little bit more than you do. Let's try that again. Give it up for yourselves, your real self.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know why y'all mad at yourself, but here's the thing: we're already training. Planning and accountability needs to happen in the same hour, meaning set the plan and then share it with your accountability partner. You got 3 power hours, meaning those are the times that we're going to reach out to the people that we scheduled to reach out to when we were in our planning hour. And I don't know, I'm going to go over this stuff with you because we're going to go through the rest of the worksheet that I started with the roadmap, because the rest of it is the roadmap. Then you got your cash flow hour. That's when you're going to host your private Zoom. And then the fortune is in the, everybody say my fortune.
My
fortune
is in my follow-up.
Is
in
in
my
my
follow-up.
My follow-up.
All right, and then, now y'all see how the rest of y'all finished the whole thing? Y'all need to go into the other room. We don't need this. That means you've been trained too much. You already know what I'm about to do. You need to go. And so right now, you guys get the opportunity to learn from the brothers Harden. I don't know if Mr. Hollywood Harden's going because I didn't check my text. No, I sent them a text. I don't know if I checked it. What you doing? Okay, we're gonna have them in both. We're gonna float back and forth, so we get regional everywhere, which is dope. But the rest of you guys, man, go ahead and join Mr. Hulk Harden. Richard Hulk Harden is in the room teaching everybody that's been in the business for 60 days or more, or that if I have not taught you, or if you try to get that training again, you can stay. I'm not throwing you out. I'm just saying I'm 100% talking to brand new people I've never trained, and people that want to be retrained because they want to go get this thing. And if you're going to stay, it's easier to train your face than it is your name. So if you are not on camera, but you are staying, chances are you're going to end up not seeing anything. Because I'm just saying, this is a good pause. I'm just pausing, Valerie. I'm pausing.
Paused. Good one.
Pausing for
people moving. People moving.
Right, I see him. Good stuff. Good stuff. So great. So right now I get to rock with folks and you guys are great, man. It's great to see you. Great to see you, Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coco, you stay. I don't think I've ever trained Coco in 2023.
Yeah. Give it a shot.
Right. But guys, I just did that because I just knew some of those folks, they watch the recording and they're gonna laugh, but I just know at this point, they know what I'm gonna say. Just understand, this business is so simple, even I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if stuff's not simple and it's not fun, Rasan, I'm not doing it. I don't care how much it pays. I don't care what anybody says. If it's not simple and it's not fun, Patricia, keep it away from me. Especially after a long day. You know, when you teach 3 classes of students and they put 30 students in a room, you know that's like 900 people, right? And I was teaching high school freshmen, so that's more like 1,800 people and 90 bodies. And so afterward, it couldn't be hard. It couldn't be something that was going to be a strain. And so to have something as simple as a checklist where, you know, I can count these off. Now, this piece right here, guys, I'm about to show you something. In fact, I'll show you right now. This checklist is when you check off when you get to the different plateaus. But this is what it looks like when you get to the different pen ranks in the company. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm going to stop this show. Go to the next show. I want to show y'all. I want to show y'all a quick slide. I shared this. The company shared it with me, and then they turned around and made me share it with the company. But I like this slide's visuals because it shows how simple this business is. And so, guys, this is how the comp plan works. This is how we get paid. Company says, if we simply sponsor 3 people, everybody say 3,
3.
and get 1 customer that's not us. So when you look at different documents, it might say 3 QFDs, that's qualified financial director. That's what all of us business partners are. And it'll say 2 customers where 1's not you. Well, everybody that signed up as a qualified financial director, you're already one of your customers. And so they just want 1 customer that's not you. So if you ever see that in anything that you read, that's what that means. But once that happens, you're now what's called an executive director. And so here's what happened in the process, especially if you're brand new. You got a $40 customer bonus for that outside customer. Every time we sponsor a QFD, we earn a $50 sponsor bonus. And so you just made $150 in sponsor bonus, because that's 50 plus 50 plus 50. And then when you do that in your first 30 days, you earn a $150 momentum bonus. They pay the momentum bonus out because success loves speed. Now, if you don't do it within the first 30 days, you still get the other bonuses. Is this making sense? And so it's just the difference between $340 or $190. That's the only difference. So if you're outside your first 30 days, don't feel any type of way because you didn't earn the momentum bonus. There are a lot of people that are earning thousands of dollars a month that didn't earn their momentum bonus. Do you think they care?
No.
But it's just extra money. Everybody say extra.
X.
You see how you smiled a little bit when you said extra money? That's how you should feel about extra money. It's just extra. And so now you're at $5 daily, $150 monthly, which means you just added another $18.25 to your household for the year. Guys, I know y'all do great in your profession, but y'all know how hard it is to come by an extra $2 grand?
That's right. Yeah.
Don't make, even if it's light for you, understand, there's a lot of people that would have kept their house had they had an extra $2 grand.
Right.
A lot of bankruptcies are filed because that family didn't have an extra $200 a month coming in. So when we have these cash flow conversations, don't get it twisted. Just because we don't go dark in our cash flow conversations doesn't mean it ain't dark out there. We just choose to be light. Is this making sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But now remember, you do a thing, you should be able to teach a thing, right? All you did was made a list of some people, invited them to see a private Zoom, and rinse and repeat. We teach you what to say, we teach you how to say it. If there are ways you can improve your cash flow, would that interest you? Yes? Let me introduce you to my senior partner, Ms. Coleman. She knows all the facts about this business. She's having fun doing it. She's successful with the company, and she's helping me. She's going to be hosting a Zoom with me tomorrow at 8 p.m. Can you come? I thought I was going to make it deep, right? Got nothing deep. This business ain't deep. This business is not deep. This business is not deep. Everybody else is. Here's how they tricked us, Sandra. They told us in order to make money, we need a lot of education and it's supposed to be hard. And so we see this and everybody making money talking about how simple it is. And we like, nah, I can't be that. And this is what we say, Patricia, because people out here skeptical. No, you skeptical. People hungry, depending on the people you talk to. It's just we got to go through a bunch of people to find the hungry people. And that's why they pay us a lot. Understand this about network marketing. I don't shy away from network marketing. It's home-based business, but it's network marketing. I get paid on a network and the work of a network. That kind of sounds like a job, yes? How many you guys work somewhere and they get paid on your work? Yeah, that's called incorporating the efforts of other people. It's a wealth principle. You either in wealth, you either incorporating the efforts of other people or you've been successfully incorporated. We do both. I'm one of those folks. I don't let people talk about my stuff, Rasan. When people come at me funny, I come at them funny. I'm a little different, Coco. They be like, "How your little business?" I'm like, I'm still retired. How's your little job? How many guys ever heard you got to teach people how to treat you?
That's right.
I don't let my friends talk to me funny. It's just like, wait a second. Why would I do a little business? Why? And so in any event, that's how you started. Now you just teach people how to do what you do. And so this business in its truest form is 3 getting 3. So if each one of those 3 people get their 3, which they should want to, because they should want to make $150 a month so their business can be self-funded, meaning now that $149.97 that we pay every month for the membership, well, now your business is covering it. Well, now, when they sign up their 3, now you become a 2-star executive. Here's what happened in that process, though. When your 3 sign up 3 of their own in their first 30 days, and that happens within your first 60 days, you earn a $450 momentum bonus. See, the momentum bonus starts at $150, but when their 3 get their 3, that's another $450. So now your momentum bonuses are up to $600. So now you're at $790. That's take home so far. It's just second week. Some of y'all looking at me weird because y'all ain't do it in that period of time. Well, first thing is I did. Second thing is the only difference between me and you is added time. Okay, y'all looking at me funny. All right, so let me ask y'all a question. Let's just say you had parents like I had, right? And you did what you did, so they just told you they're gonna whip your butt. Now you got a choice. You can either catch one of these every day for the next 100 days or just take all 100 now. Who taking the 100?
Yep.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna wait and anticipate this next one after that last one every day for 100 days? You are insane. Just do what you will. Just do what you will. And I'm ready. That's how I approach the business. I'm gonna introduce this thing to as many people as I can, as fast as I can, so I can find my 3. I did that my first day. Then Mr. Brian Bean asked me, he said, well, do you think they can get their 3? I said, I don't know, but I know I can get my 12. I don't rely on other people to make my money. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Got the 12. It was like, well, do you think these guys can? I said, I don't know. But what'd you say next was 40? 3 weeks. So when the company came out with a slide that said 3-star in 3 weeks, we didn't have 3-star when I got started, but those numbers, oh, I did those numbers. And so here's what they put in place though. Now you're at $20 a day, you're at $600 a month, you're at $7,300 a year. I did that in 4 days. I'm not saying this to impress you, just to impress upon you. It only takes as long as you say. Y'all don't believe me? Here's what you can control. How many people you expose. You can't control, we can't control who gets in, can we?
Right.
Nope.
We can't control who shows up on the Zoom or the living room, dude, can we?
Nope.
Guys, you're gonna have people tell you, you're gonna host something at your house. You're gonna have people tell you they right outside and not come in.
Wow.
I'm just telling you stuff I've experienced over the years. You're gonna have friends you talk to all the time. When you drive down their block, their lights gonna go off, their blinds gonna close. They're gonna go into witness protection. All this is a part of it. But here's what network marketing is. All companies have an advertising budget, yes?
Yeah.
And so what MWR and companies like MWR do is instead of putting that money into advertising and commercials and print media and all these things, hoping to get a customer, how about they hold on to their money? And if we bring them a customer, they pay us.
Like it.
But it's the same advertising budget. It's just we're the advertisers. They were trying to get to your cousin anyway. They figured if you just bring your cousin, we'll pay you. It's just a smart way to do effective marketing for them. And it's an amazing way for us to get paid because everyone already does what we do. It's just most people never get a check for it. You guys ever tell anybody about a sale or a deal or a movie or a restaurant, some music or arts?
Time.
How much money did you make?
Nothing.
You just gotta get tired of that. And then we say weird stuff like, man, I just want to be paid what I'm worth. And then when these folks threaten to pay you, we be like, oh, that might be one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And here's what I say when that happens. Perfect. Don't do it. They'll pay me more.
Oh, boy.
It makes no sense to sign up for an opportunity if you're not an opportunist. Every time people leave, I'm like, bet they about to pay me more. Because they still need the same amount of customers, yes?
Right.
And if I'm still willing to go get them with a volunteer army, I can request some things. It's just business. I don't work for MWR. I work with MWR. They need customers. I need money. That's our relationship. I'm sorry, y'all didn't know y'all was in a business? My bad. Well, welcome. I want to welcome you all to an actual business. This is our relationship. Y'all know we get 1099s, right?
Right.
That means we're not employees of the company. We have an independent contracting relationship with the company. You don't believe me? Do something wrong and see if they take up the lawyer fees. And I'm talking about my friend. I'm actually friends with Brian House and Adamo Tosin. Those are my guys. Like we rap. We have fun. We hang out. I've been to Cali. Dom and his wife showed me all over Cali. I'm tight with them, but I'm just telling you, this is a business and you treat it like that. It is very transactional. Don't be transactional in your personal relationships, but in this business, you bring a customer, they give you a check. You bring a business owner, another qualified financial director, they give you a check. You don't bring anybody, no check. You bring customers that stay and people who remain on the membership, continuous income. We call it residual. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
The more people you bring that stay, the higher your residual check goes. All I do is bring people to the table and they pay you. Come on, guys. Do me a favor and just keep it that simple for the rest of your career. Don't let your life stress you. Don't let this be your getaway from life stresses.
Wow. Okay.
I run to this business to get away from my real life. Because real life is crazy. It's thankless. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
You ever do something for people and they act like you never did it?
Yeah. Yep.
In this business, people actually will get on a stage and tell everybody what you did for them. All you gotta do is share it with people. Jaletta got a house. Rebecca got a house. Yolanda got an $8,400 pay raise, refinanced her house, paid off her truck. Dana, I think he about at least 100,000 cash positive since we got started. Paid off $50,000 worth of debt. Just took about 28,000 out of his private reserve account to put it in a 14-door Airbnb. But his private reserve account going up with the market, like the money's still in there.
Mm-hmm.
He was already looking for that type of stuff before I called him. Is this making sense? Y'all know people who need this. Don't make this one of them things where you think you got to get them in. Nah, tell them about that membership like you've been telling your friends about deals. Keep that same energy. Because when you were telling them about those deals before, when you were telling them about them buddy passes, you was doing them a favor, right?
Right.
Oh, by the way, I'm from Brooklyn. We got the hookup on everything. I won't go dark with some of them hookups. I'm keeping it at buddy passes and rental car rates because those are still kind of legal until you do it, right? So here's the thing. It's the same energy for me. So when I'm asking somebody, if there's a way that you can improve your cash flow, would that interest you? I know I'm coming with a team of financial experts. And you know what I know they don't have? A team of financial experts.
Right.
And so I'm supplying a need. If they don't want it, cool. We good. At least you know I cared about your finances today.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay if do y'all mind getting a little bit of attitude about your business? Because here's what I'm guarding against. Sandra, this is what I'm guarding against. People get in this business and they beg so much their hands look like cups.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst posture possible.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to mess up what's going on. People get in this business, Coco, and they go around searching like they got to find the goose that laid the golden egg. Put this in your notes. I'm the goose.
Sean, start with the yes again.
Which yes?
After you've asked them about the cash flow and they say yes.
Well, now here's the thing, Sandra. I text a lot. So if you go in our private group under feature, you just copy and paste the next text. But it's really just edification and inviting them to the next thing.
A lot of mine are in person, if that makes sense. So
in that case, Facts Fund Successful helping me, and we're doing something. I give them 2 options. And so this is why, watch this. I'm just telling you, it's all in the tools. I just didn't want to read to y'all because y'all can read. So I'm gonna finish showing y'all. Uh-oh, what is this? I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm seeing stuff y'all probably ain't even seeing, but I know I don't want it. So, all right. So right here, get your pay card. Guys, get your pay card. Guys, can I give you a financial tip? I'll give out a lot of these. Every time you get paid, you should put 10% of that on your pay card. That way, when you out with your friends about to have coffee and talk about this thing, you can buy coffee with your pay card. Your pay card recruits a lot easier than your Mickey Mouse Visa card because you don't own Disney. You can't even recruit nobody for Disney. But when you take out that MWR card and then you start talking about MWR, you know they was already peeping your card to see if it was your black card. But they saw your MWR card. And so now you in there. Because people nosy. I like nosy people. Nosy people make the most money. Make your top 20 list. We're going to talk about that in a second. But here's what I really want to talk. You schedule 2 Zooms. Cassandra asked a great question. So I already have my 2 Zooms scheduled with my expert. And so, you know, if a person says, yes, I'm excellent, listen, senior partner, I'm working with the Michael Jordan. I'm working with the LeBron James of cash flow. Mr. Harton's been doing some amazing things. He knows all the facts about this business. He's having a lot of fun. He's successful with the company that I'm with, and he's helping me build. We're actually hosting, whether you're hosting a home party or you're hosting a Zoom. I always say you should host one of each. You should have a Zoom within the next 48 hours. You should have something in your crib within the next 7 days. And you should invite people to the Zoom that you want to come to your house. So they already saw it. They just coming to sign up. They probably bringing some people. When they come to your house, it's just, all you're going to have there is plain chips and water. That's it. We're not feeding them. We just want them to know that we care long enough for them to get that 30 minutes of information so they can get to their real food wherever it is. You feed them, they're going to hang out after your home party. That's not the type party we have. Ain't no Tupperware here. We're not going to be boxing nothing up and sending nothing out. We just want you to get this financial information. And another reason is plain chips and water don't stain your carpet or your furniture. And don't get the extra salty chips either, because the salt do kind of stain your stuff a little bit. People was like Sprite. I'm like, y'all ain't know Sprite got sugar? You don't see what sugar does to carpets? So obviously they don't have carpets, right? So here's the thing. That's how simple I keep it, though. I'm just inviting them to something. For me, I'm edifying, and I'm inviting them to see whoever I edify, wherever I'm inviting them to see it.
And so when you tell them like they want questions back to back.
No, I don't ask the questions. That's the answer. The answer is that's why I invited you to the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when they say, and this is important. I'm glad you brought this up, Sandra. When they say, well, why can't you tell me? Write this down. Write this down. Write this down. Because that's not how we do business. You got to teach people how to take your business seriously. You don't even have to say, don't say it with an attitude. Don't say it mean, but that's not how we do business. Because that's not how we do business. Why can't you tell me? Because that's not how we do business. Really? That's stupid. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, when you get your own team of financial experts, you do it your way. I'll never let prospects tell you how to do your business. You don't let the tail wag the dog.
Well, I've been doing it wrong.
No, not wrong, Sandra. It's just you were doing it based on what you had learned in the past. But it's not our role to get them in. We are letting them in on information they don't have. If they don't want to do it our way, we'll come back to them when they're ready to do it our way.
Oh, come back to them. Okay.
Because the worst thing that happen is they tell you how they're going to do your business and you let them in. They're not going to make money and they're going to say it don't work. And they're going to blame you for letting them in. This is a simple business. Guys, two CEOs are having a conversation. And one CEO said to the other one, every time I go into one of your establishments, it is such a friendly environment. Every time I go in, they greet me with a smile. It's just so many friendly people. He said, how do you train your people to be so friendly? The other CEO said, I don't. I just hire friendly people. You need to, it is okay to tell people, I don't think we're a good fit. Because what I'm not going to be is stressed out after work because of your little 149. That's what I'm not going to do. Your little 149 don't get you another couch to lay on. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. If this is not for you, there's only 349,999,999 more people I can share it with. Give or take 10.
Move on.
Why not? They're not going to do it anyway. And now you wasted time. And here's the crazy part. If you ever want an opportunity to actually get them into business, spend less time with them now. Because see, everybody wants to do this until they meet us. And we're either going to be an awesome memory or a painful reminder of what this is. And so all people know about me, I got family members right now that be like, I saw one of your little, I saw a little recording and you was talking about, why you ain't telling me about that? I said, because you don't know how to answer questions. What you mean? I asked you, did you want to improve your cash? Actually, I asked him, have you ever heard of income shifting? And if there was a way you could move more money back into your pocket, would you be interested? Because that's what we were taught to say at that time, 2 years ago. And then I said, are you interested in a financial makeover? Because that's what they taught us to say a year ago. And now I'd said, and then last week I said, if you could improve your cash flow, would you be interested? And you still can't say yes. You'll never know what I do because that's what I do. And it's not my job to sell you on what I do. It's my job to share with you that I do it. I'm just looking for thirsty horses. It's called piquing interest. The guys, I need y'all to back me on this. So you go into okay, the guys, they watching basketball. Rashawn watching basketball. I can see it in his face. He watching. I can't watch the game, but he watching the game. You see what I'm saying, Rashawn? This is why we can't have nice things. So guys, I need y'all to back me up on this. You go to a club, you see her. She's amazing. And then you ask her name, and she say, my name is LaShawn, and I'm a Capricorn. As a matter of fact, I'm 35 years old, and I think I'm ovulating, and this might be a good time for me to be married. How many of you guys would agree she is no longer the prettiest woman in the room? Would you also agree it's the opposite at this point? Now, has she said, Sean, now here you are, well, that sounds like that might be short for something. You see how she piqued your interest? Yeah, you just enough so you'd be interested in learning a little bit more. If she had said something weird like Kiki, like real name is Kiki, what's your real name? Now you want to know that real name. You feel like you did something because you got her real first name. I don't know Kiki that was actually Kiki yet. Well, now they starting to come out with Kikis because people are less imaginative. But I'm 52. We ain't had no Kikis. We had Bernices. We had Sharons and Bernices and Valeries. So here's the thing, guys. We stopped this trading at 1 minute to 9 on purpose. There are other things that I could teach you, but was that worth your time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how do you learn the rest? You keep
come back.
I'm into training.
Absolutely.
And you come and you
Keep coming back, keep coming back and bring people.
But here's your homework, because I got to show you this. Here's your homework. Get your 3 this week. Bring your 3 to training. I'm giving y'all a cheat sheet so we can teach your 3 how to get their 3. Then you're here. And then we're going to tell them what? Bring them to training. And then we're going to teach them how to get their 3. And watch what happens. Now you get that $900 momentum bonus because you're within your first 90 days. And so now you're up to $1,500 in momentum bonus. But guess what? We have this performance bonus that once you're a 2-star, which you were on your second week when you had your 12, they count every week to see if 6 or more people come into your network. And when they do, they pay you $300 every week that happens. So now you're at $1,990. Now you're a 3-star executive. You're earning $50 a day, $1,500 a month, $18,000 a year. I'm just saying, I'm not saying everybody gonna do this in 3 weeks. I can't say I did. And how? I kept the main thing. I kept everything extremely simple. I kept my peaking short. I didn't let people ask me a whole bunch of questions. I did not waste time with people. Your brain doesn't know the difference between speaking to one person for a whole hour or speaking to 100 people in that hour. The brain just know you was talking for an hour. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so, anybody have any questions about anything before I go?
Okay, I got it.
Come on, Sandra. Ask your question, Sandra. I see it in your face. Come on, Valerie.
Okay. Say the person comes to the Zoom, your
Mhm.
prospect,
Mhm.
and after it's over, then they have more questions. Say they have more questions. Can you send them back to the person, to you or whoever is
Whoever did the 3-way text in the first place,
Right.
at the end of the Zoom, you're supposed to put in that same text thread,
Right.
are they a 1 or a 2? And so at that point, you're not supposed to be answering anything. Let their phone calls go to voicemail.
But suppose they're like, I don't know if I'm a 1 or a 2. I have more questions. Then what?
Then you invite them to training or you put them on the phone with the expert.
Gotcha.
You put them on the phone with me, Val. You put them on the phone with
Yeah.
me. Now, I'm gonna warn you though. If I got 2 questions I ask everybody, and if they don't know the answers, I'm inviting them to pay attention on the next Zoom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you might
Okay.
want to check people you care about. Like, did you really pay attention before I put you on the phone with them?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I got 2 simple questions, and when they can't answer those, I'm like, maybe you need another one
Yeah. Yeah.
before I punch you in the face. I mean, without saying that, that last part is in parentheses, but the tonalities, I've been taught some things. It's judo. Great question, though. What you got, Sandra? I'm ready.
I guess mine is definitely being that I have a lot of, I'm an accountant. So a lot of mine are in person. And so a lot of my clients would be kind of like on the old question on the income shifting and things like that. So my biggest question is like, why I got them right in front of me. They know I've been doing, their planning, taxes and things for years, so that the trust factor is there. All they need is for me to provide it.
Right.
And so to me, to shut up is hard because that's what I do. So now I'm like, and I was on one of the trainings you've already discussed this. They're saying, hey, at the end of this point, I do need to turn them over. So turning them over is they don't know Chuck, they don't know you. So they're like, okay, who's this person needed? And I can vet that because that's what I do. But my biggest thing is I know I can do it. And I know I got customers that need it, but I'm at like a little hump because now I lose them. Lose them
where?
Like to the point where, should I Zoom them? Should I now,
you should sign them up. You should just sign them up.
And I can do that. I can do that. I just need
you've been telling them what to do financially for years.
Yeah.
Sign them up. And mention to them that you also know a way that they can create new income by referring people to a team of experts, but you can mention that after they got their testimony from your financial experts.
Okay.
If that's how you've approached them in the first place, you see what I'm saying? if I'm already talking to you about your financial stuff.
And they know I see everything. I know all your income. I know everything you can do.
Right.
I got tons of people like on home-based business. I keep telling you, hey, this is why you're paying this in taxes. You're not listening. So I have I just need to.
So that training I just did, that's for everybody whose finances you don't know.
Right.
The people whose finances you have already been handling, sign them up. Wait, put this in your notes. Sign them up.
Right. You've been telling them what to do. Tell them what to do.
I don't like I'm stuck with like I think like I was telling him, I'm telling them too much. Like
you've been telling them exactly what they need. Sign them up.
Yeah. Sign them up.
You can do that. You are the only person here that can do that. Sign them up.
You are right. You have like a new program that you're going to put them in or something. That's what you do.
Right. Matter of fact, Sandra, I'll be honest with you. I've been doing home-based business for years. So a lot of stuff that people have to do, with some of my friends that always know me in home-based business, I ain't had to have all them conversations. I like some people I called and I was like, yo, I found it.
Yes, and I want to like cut the short part of it. Hey, I know, like I definitely know this is going on my 5th year with some of my clients. I know what they need. I just need to tell you, boom, boom, boom. This is how we're gonna do it. And
all right. So what you got in your notes that you're supposed to do? What's in your notes?
Sign them up.
Sign them up.
Okay, sign them up. Good. You ain't write it down. Write it down. You ain't write
it down. Okay, write it down.
Because I don't want you to be mad when I tell you next time. You know it's in your notes. Because I want it in your notes.
And I'm highlighting it.
Never overcomplicate the deal. One of the things Mr. Bean says that I love is the situation is the boss.
Situation is the boss.
The situation.
And you are the boss in that situation.
That situation, you the boss.
You the boss.
I done shown you all of my financials. I wish you would turn me over to whoever Chuck is. You gonna show him my financials? That Mr. Hard stuff don't fly when I done showed you that I'm broke or how rich I am. Either way, we ain't bringing in a third party. I barely trusted you. It took me 5 years to trust you enough to have financial. Most people don't like financial conversations. Now, for the rest of y'all, the reason why we completely peak and pass is because most people don't like financial conversations. And so imagine how excited they are when they don't have to have one with you. They're watching you to see what we do. And you're either going to be an awesome memory or a painful reminder. So when you start talking about everything you know about the DCA and the PRA, they're going to go away. Bars. When they stop calling, it's because that's when you talk too much. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. If this is not your background or expertise, and now they thinking, oh, I got to learn all of that. They ain't never getting started. That's why I never did a lot of those other businesses. They started talking about certifications and classes. I was like,
that's the main way I do. Some of them was like, you got to get certified. I got to take a test.
I got to take a test.
I got to study.
I don't like when y'all call training classes. Don't go in a class after work. Come up with that's why I have cash flow conversations and not Zoom meetings. I ain't gonna meet after work. That's why it's easier to copy and paste, and everything is under featured in our private group.
We were on one where honestly, like some of my clients don't need, the debt elimination side of it, and they don't need like the credit side. But when it comes down to the land banking and then the trust and things like that, of course, all of it is in the membership. But being that they know me, I know them, there are certain conversations, once I bring up certain things, it's all, it's really a no-brainer on them.
So what's in your notes though?
Sign them up.
Sign them up. Let the membership handle all the other stuff. Let them tell you what they don't need. Let them say, oh, well, I don't need the credit. Cool, don't use that part.
Right. It ain't like they can get it for $39.99 if it's still gonna be $149.97. They don't want to use it. That's cool.
Cool. When somebody asks, well, how much is the credit repair? Oh, it's $149. Okay, well, how much is the tax thing? It's only $149. Well, if I just want to use the debt elimination, oh, cool. That's just $149.
No, that's 149 and 97 cents. That one.
97 cents. It's 97.
Just that one though.
Yeah, it's over 140. Use that. Just use that. You know.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, everybody else, when they say they want to sign up, sign them up.
Sign them up.
At any point, they say they want to sign up. You do not need a three-way for that. You signed up. You know how to sign them up. Everything we've taught you to do up to this point, you should be able to turn around and teach somebody else. Turn the keys.
Don't make a step. They don't have don't make a step.
Right.
Don't slow it down. They say, I'm a number one. I'm ready to get started. Don't say, cool, you need to talk to. They said they're ready to get started.
Right. Sign them up.
Get started. I want to be a customer. Cool. Sign them up.
Here's your homework. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for your homework? Here's your homework. You're gonna upload all your stuff. You're gonna finish this checklist yourself because you can read. I want you to do 3 of these. 3. First one, I want you to list the 20 sharpest people you know. Meaning, if they got started, you don't know they're gonna get started, but if they did, they would kill it. Who's the first list?
Sharpest people you know.
Sharpest people.
Second list, the 20 closest friends you have. Closest, these people are normally in your caller ID. Y'all talking all the time anyway. These are the people that if they found out that you did great at this and you didn't call them, they would kill you. So the first 20 would kill it. The second 20 would kill you. How dare you talk to me all the time and don't give me an opportunity to tell you no? Never say no for them. Now here's that third list. This is gonna be a little bit different. Some of y'all already know I'm on this. That's top 20 people in your area because we're about to build your market. Guys, we're about to take your market from you to 500 people. You're gonna be making 6 figures a year off your market. That can happen within the next 12 months. All we're gonna do is help you identify about 3 to 12 people that take this thing seriously. And at the end of a year, the 3 to 12 of y'all are gonna be overriding thousands and thousands of dollars every month. But it all starts with that awesome person in your mirror if they take this thing seriously.
Hey, Rashawn, did that sound familiar? What he just said?
Absolutely. We just had that conversation.
We say the same exact thing.
We're on the same mission.
We are the same exact mission. It's a system.
It's a system. Because this business is simple if we all run in the same play.
Okay.
And we teaching the grassroots plays that have worked for forever, and they will not stop now. Any other questions? We got 3 minutes, and then I'm definitely letting y'all go because I'm 15 minutes over time.
Where can we upload the document?
Which document?
The one you said upload the document so that we can fill it out. The sheet.
You don't have the roadmap?
No, I don't.
Interesting. I know I put it in the group today. You not in the group? You not in the chat?
I got okay, I'll check.
I put it in today.
Okay.
I would do it again, but it would take the same energy it would take while you watching a game, son.
Oh, come on, you don't hear no game in the background, man.
I don't hear it, but I see. You ain't got no reason to keep looking over here.
I got a family.
Yeah, they're not talking to you right now.
They're upstairs right now.
Right. It's okay. I've been watching the game too. Any other questions? I got 2 minutes. Any other questions? I gotta go watch the game like Rasan.
Okay, Sean
Yes,
and I got the same question for both of you.
Okay.
If somebody says they can't get on this, like the Zoom is too long for them, how do you answer them?
Send them a 7-minute video. I send them a 7-minute video and I move on.
Okay.
If they say the Zoom is too long,
right, like they don't have time to get on Zoom.
I normally don't send them nothing. I say, cool, this might not be for you right now.
Okay.
And I like it too. It depends on who they are. I do that a lot.
Right. Say, you know what? That's cool. It might not be for you right now. How your mama doing?
How mom and them?
Okay.
And when they tell me, if they tell me they can't watch a 7-minute video today,
Yep, I'm good.
how long it take you to cook minute rice? I mean, I don't have energy
Right.
for people that don't have the energy for cash flow.
Right.
Because that's all we do. It's okay. And just understand, guys, it sounds harsh, but
Oh, it
put this in your
doesn't.
notes. This is the last thing I'm giving you for your notes. And I promise you, I'm about to go. Y'all can stay. I'm about to go. Because I want to watch the game like Rasan. Write these 2 words down. Change window.
wasn't on mute.
Right.
Still not on mute. 2 words. Change windows. Change windows. Every 3 to 6 months, people go through change windows. Somebody gets married, somebody gets divorced, somebody passes away, somebody has a baby, somebody gets hired, somebody gets fired, somebody gets a raise, somebody gets a demotion. Every 3 to 6 months, people's mindsets shift because life shifts. How many of you guys would agree life happens to us all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so our fortune is in our follow-up. And so no doesn't mean no forever. It just means not now. If you're still in the game 3, 6, 9, 12 months from now, and you're following up with your new story because you kept going through the numbers and not being a victim of the numbers and victim to the numbers, and you're still, some people gonna join just because you still excitedly doing it a year from now. Regardless of your success level, you still doing that thing? I need to take a look at this thing. And you still excited. They don't even know if you made money. You just, success in this business is being able to go from disappointment to disappointment without a loss in enthusiasm. Enthuse, when you write the word down, enthuse means from God within. IASM is I am sold myself. You set yourself on fire, people will come to watch you burn. I challenge you guys to be excited this week and see how many people want to join in the excitement. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Excellent. Was that worth your time?
Yes.
Awesome. I hope you guys appreciated the overtime. I look forward to building with you guys, and I look forward to hearing the success stories next week.
All right.
Have a good evening.
All right.
Bye.